The beauty industry produces over 120 billion units of waste annually, and consumers are no longer ignoring it. They are demanding safer ingredients, they are demanding transparency, and they are moving their money towards brands that align with their values. My name is Elizabeth Gani, and I am representing Ecoglow Salon, a premium eco luxury salon concept built to meet the growing demand in the society. Today, I will show you the market gap we're covering, our scalable solutions, financial projection, risk mitigation strategy, and our investment opportunity. Ecoglow is positioned at the intersection of sustainability and profitability, and that intersection is really growing fast. Traditional salons rely heavily on chemical based products and waste heavy operations. Meanwhile, the millennials and Gen Zs now control a sufficient share of consumer spending and they prioritize clean, ethical brands. Yet, very few salons deliver true sustainability without sacrificing luxury. There's a disconnect between what consumers want and what most salons will provide, and that gap is our opportunity. Ecoglow Salon delivers premium beauty services using 100% non-toxic organic products, refillable systems, biodegradable materials, energy-effective operations. But here's what makes us investable. We are not positioning as a natural salon. No, we are positioning ourselves as eco luxury. Our target clients are professionals and students aged between 20 to 40 who are value driven and willing to pay premium prices for brands that align with their lifestyle, because yeah, if you want a good lifestyle you pay more for it. That creates higher margin and stronger brand loyalty. Ecoglow is not competing on price, we are competing on experience and the values that we give to our customers. Let's talk about numbers. With four stylists averaging 5 clients per day at an $85 ticket per service plus retail product sales, we project about these values for the next 3 years. For the first year, we project about $150,000. For the second year, we project about $300,000. For the third year, we project about $500,000. Now, this represents more than 3 times the average revenue growth in 3 years. Let's not even talk about Ecoglow being a startup salon. Growth drivers include repeat clients, that if we have more clients coming up and they keep showing up constantly, that will increase the growth. Retail product expansion, we plan on expanding our brand by making our own products that are good for the clients and their health. Brand recognition, then strategic partnership, we plan on collaborating with other persons. So these are conservative projections based on boutique salon benchmarks. And importantly, beauty services are historically resilient during economic downturns. Personal care remains a priority expenses, and we have people, that is clients age range between 20 to 40, that are willing to pay more for a good luxury services that they will get. And not just the services, they're also going back home with products that are effective, useful, and also safe for their health and their care as well. Not just for their hair, but also for their skin, for them to live glowing, smooth, and then have a good time outside of the salon. So now let me talk about the part that investors care about the most. That is the net profit. So for Ecoglow, we have projected about 3 years profit plan. So for the first year, we projected about $30,000. For the second year, we projected about $120,000, and for the third year, we projected about $220,000. Now you ask, well, how or why does profitability accelerate? First, it is because fixed cost stabilizes while the revenue scales. So we have a fixed cost which is $85 per services. So if we have that, our revenue will keep scaling up as the year goes by. Then also we have the marketing costs will decrease as brand awareness increases. So if we keep marketing our brand over the next 3 years, it will reduce the cost because customers will now be more aware about our brand, and the more they are aware, our marketing costs will reduce because we don't have to make as much awareness as we did in the first 2 3 years. Also, the retail margin improves over time, and then also client retention reduces acquisition costs. So if our clients are loyal to our brand, they will make it known. So it's like free adverts for the brand, right? So the more we have client retention, it will reduce the acquisition cost. Then this also creates operating leverages, and thereby operating leverages will increase the investors' returns. Thereby, that is how we have come to conclusion of the net profit for the next 3 years. Ecoglow is structured for early break-even and long-term margin expansion. So these are the predictions we have. Now let me talk about the investment structure. So we are seeking $150,000 in exchange for 20% equity. Yes. So the funds will be allocated as follows. 30% will go to marketing to establish a strong brand positioning. So we plan on focusing more on the marketing since it's just a new brand that is about to start up. We want to focus on the marketing, targeting the target audience we initially mentioned between age 20 to 40, both male and female, because we are providing services for them. And then 25% to equipment, that's the setting up a sustainable professional salon. So we are not just going to be online. We want to open a salon, establish it, provide adequate equipment, and also the good products that we'll be using to provide the luxury service. Then 20% will go to the operations, which will be our reserve stability and the day-to-day activities and what not we'll be doing. Then 25% will go to the structure, will go to the growth and expansion readiness of the salon. Now, this investment positions Ecoglow for a lot of things, and a few to mention is that it will position Ecoglow for a strong launch, and then operational stability and a scalable expansion. So, at a projected year 3 profit of $220,000 with a 20% equity stake, it will yield a strong long-term upside. Now, this is equity in a growing niche market, not a one location lifestyle business. I will describe Ecoglow Salon using the SWOT analysis, and I will start with the strength. Our strength includes number one, clear niche positioning in eco luxury. Then, secondly, premium pricing models. Our pricings are premium and it is good. Then we have a strong margin potentials. Then lastly, alignment with growing clean beauty demand. So beauty demands are high right now, so we plan on growing it. And our strength is strategic positioning within a long-term consumer shift. So if we offer services that are luxurious to the clients, we plan on making that our strength because that's what makes us different, right? We offer premium services, luxury services, and also offer brands that are luxury and premium, that are non-toxic and less harmful to the health and also the society. Of course, that is one of the strengths. Our weaknesses includes higher initial product sourcing costs because we are sourcing products that are organic and non-toxic to the environment, and not just the environment but to your health. So that is a high cost. Then brand awareness must be built. It's an eco-friendly brand, so we need to create more awareness for clients to understand why this services or this brand is good for them and why they have to pay a luxury price for it. Then premium pricing requires strong messaging, so we have to give them a high messaging information on the price So, however, these are early stage and manageable through marketing and supply scaling. So, if we're able to do that, then we'll be able to reduce the weaknesses within the first to second year. So, for our opportunities, this includes one, clean beauty market growth. Then, secondly, private labeled product line. Yes, we plan on producing our own products, and that is opportunity we are creating. Then, subscription refill programs for our clients and multiple location expansion as the year goes by. Ecoglow is positioned as a scalable brand, not a single location operation. So we are planning on not just staying in one location, not just staying online. We plan on establishing our salon in different locations in the US, and in the next at least 10 years we'll be able to have it in not just in the US but um projected to be in other countries as well. Also, obviously, we are not the only eco-friendly salon, so our threat includes competitive salons as well that have already been established. Then we also have economic downturns because the economic is not really certain. Then we have greenwashing competitors mitigation, that is differentiation through authenticity. Then premium brand positioning, diversified revenue streams. We compete on value, not price. So that is our own competition. These are the threats we have because there are other eco-friendly salons that also do these services as us. So if we focus on them, not really focus, but if we also look at their weaknesses and we stand on it, we'll be able to have a higher chance of staying in the business for a very long time. So in all, when viewed collectively, strengths and opportunities significantly outweigh our weaknesses and our threats. We operate in a growing market which keep growing every day, and we maintain a clear differentiation of our brands with other brands. And then we also have structured risk mitigation. This demonstrates preparedness, and investors invest in preparedness, which is what we are offering as Ecoglow. Now we know that every venture carries risks. Here is how we in Eco Glow Salon we plan to reduce it. First, we plan to control our overhead. Then we plan to conservate the projection and then diversify our revenue stream. Example like making our own products, then premium pricing model, and also lastly authentic sustainability differentiation. We project break even within the first year of starting our business. Competitive risks exist, but our eco luxury positioning creates differentiation that traditional salon cannot easily replicate. We are not competing with everyone. We are just in the market, in the business, providing eco friendly services and products, and we are targeting a defined high value niche. In conclusion, Ecoglow Salon represents the future of beauty. Consumers are shifting, sustainability is becoming the standard of the day. Premium clean brands are outperforming the traditional competitors that we have right now. We are building not just a profitable but a scalable eco culture brand positioned for a long term growth. We are seeking $150,000 for 20% equity to launch and expand this concept. This is more than a salon, this is more than just a brand. It is a strategic response to a changing market. Yes. And the business that adapts to change are the ones that lead. EcoGlow isn't following the standard clean beauty movement. We are building it, and we are inviting you to come and own part of it. Come and be part of EcoGlow Salon. Thank you.